Tyler's music to me is like coffee.
Yeah.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
At the beginning, you're like, it's a second listen to me.
Really? Yeah.
Like in the beginning, I'm like, what is this? And then I'll go back to it and I'm like, this is my new favorite shit. Welcome to the B4B Podcast.
Welcome to B4B Podcast.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna channel my inner question and like, this is the band.
Welcome to the B4B Podcast.
This is the B4B.
Oh yeah, we have to not forget that we need to keep the mic on us.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Welcome to the B4B
Podcast
with Cole Kushner.
No, this is not Cole Kushner.
With?
I'm Noah.
I'm Khalid. And we got some Initial D playing in the background.
No, it's MF Ghost.
Or MF Ghost.
MF
I have
Ghost.
never seen Initial D fully.
Yeah.
No.
And he's mesmerized by the footage of MF Ghost.
The footage is pretty cool.
Yeah.
In terms of loose versus
technical.
In terms of loose versus technical, it really does help to have something playing. In terms of loose versus technical, we're talking about like Doechii. We're talking about Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't listen to that much Eminem, but I listen to some of like the older stuff a little bit. Some of the Marshall Mathers.
Yeah.
And I can see where Tyler gets his influences.
Yeah.
I was making the argument that since Eminem is like, he's just gotten to the point where like it's so technical that like it's kind of like so like with production there's like a thing where like if you have like a timeline, like a grid, where like you could be insanely technical. It's almost like a mechanical arm.
Yeah.
And at that point, like it's harder. It's easier to groove to something loose, like the human.
Right.
Everybody has like their own internal rhythm.
True.
And the looser it is, the easier it is to groove with. So sometimes when it's like it like loses that thing. And I was just making the argument that like I'm happy that Eminem is like what's it called, sober, and I think it's 10 years now.
Yeah.
He's got like a and that he's present for his family. But I was just making an argument in another world.
Yeah.
We had drunk Eminem, kind of like how like MF Doom was like drunk. His drunkenness kind of like slowed him down, kind of like an engine that's like a steaming. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like when it's so like shifting, so precise that it's like it doesn't need to be precise. That's what I was saying.
Well, yeah. And the argument, if you were doing, because that was your argument yesterday, and my argument was that with like if you want to talk about Eminem versus like MF Doom, like there's just their styles, not them like not them comparatively their career, but like just the kind of music like Eminem's technical music now versus MF Doom's music, which has been always kind of been loose. You could say like in the car sense, like Eminem's turned himself from a show car to a performance car strictly, whereas MF Doom has always been kind of a show car. Because with show cars, you don't necessarily need to worry about performance all the way. You just it needs to look nice.
Got you.
Whereas with a performance car,
he's trying to push.
Yeah, it's more of you're trying to become like the performance car wants to be obviously the fastest. Like you want it to be the fastest car on the street or on the road, whether you're racing. So therefore, you need more technical with it. You're gonna worry about the shift timing and what kind of tires it has, what kind of rims it has, what kind of brakes it has, all that kind of stuff you play into it, along as well the exhaust. Whereas with the show car, you could just be like, oh, okay, cool. I just need to make sure it looks pretty, looks nice, whatever. But you're not necessarily worried about like how many horses it's pushing or what's the braking time on it.
So it's kind of like with like almost like demolition derby type stuff. The point is to be able to like crush as many cars and survive that thing, less than it is to like look cool. It's like performance. You just want to like he wants to Kobe it 82 points. Yeah. More than he wants to make.
Technically, it was 81.
Was it 81?
It's 81.
So I mean, it makes sense. I get the analogy of like the performance car, like making something that's just, hey, I just want to see like almost like how like in a game where like what's my fastest time. Yeah. I'm just talking about in terms of music. Right. For music's ear. Right. For like. If he's doing that for his own limit, yes, he's winning in that because like he got to the technical point. At this point, like he's like almost like a machine, right? So he's like tuned it to the max, right? It's just not enjoyable it's like Tech 9. I'm like, I'm not
Okay.
trying to listen to you like a shotgun in my ear. Not a shotgun, but like an AK.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
You could rap fast, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I want something to cruise like that. Like,
You're right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I
Like,
get what you mean.
a lot of singers, for example, like they don't sing in their songs how they would sing live.
Yeah.
Because it just wouldn't be like round the city, round the block.
Yeah.
Like with Frank Ocean, he could have
Yeah.
like sung it like
True.
all like this, but we wouldn't be able to sing it too.
True.
And at that point, it's
But
like,
I feel like though Frank Ocean is technical.
no, he is technical. I'm not
Right.
saying he's
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm saying like
Yeah.
it's not a technical that's like. This is the thing that's really weird. It's like there's a thin line between because you can get the most technical take,
Right.
but you might not have the most emotional take.
True.
And it's music is emotion.
Right.
If I made like soul food, for example,
Yeah.
but I had exact measurements,
True. Then it's not. Yeah.
is it
It's not necessarily soul food.
when you're making soul food,
Yeah.
you don't do exact measurements,
Right.
and it's like because if you do, it tastes like ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
You
It's not
might
gonna. It's not gonna have like because you're not gonna feel like the heart behind it.
It's not
kind
gonna
of thing.
feel.
Yeah.
It's supposed to feel.
Right.
But if you're making like the best looking cake,
Oh,
that's like technicality. it's just
then yeah.
at that point, then
Right.
you know, like who is the artist? Like the guy that did Berserk. That's just technique.
Oh my god.
Like
yeah.
insane technique. I
True.
get what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah.
You could lose emotion. He doesn't.
No, he
but
doesn't.
it's a thin line between like with music. It's more delicate in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because
I think music. Yeah, music is more delicate.
it's like a performance.
Yeah.
When you tell somebody you love them,
Right.
you don't necessarily like. It's not rehearsed.
Yeah.
You the more you mess it up, the more sincere.
Right.
And I feel like
Yeah.
as if Eminem's a drummer,
Right.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But you do need to be a little looser because it's like,
Mm.
who's listening to music for like, if he's trying to do battle rap, that'll be
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh yeah.
But if you're trying to do, somebody makes the argument that like a lot of battle rappers are like not good songwriters.
Oh yeah.
Because-
Denzel Curry makes fun of that. He's like, battle rappers. Their albums they put out is trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they can't put an album together.
But they're technical. They're not like,
Yeah.
they know how to do the technicality of rapping, but they don't
Yeah.
know how to do they don't know how to construct
Right.
like that.
Yeah. And battle rapping is something that you can't like do like
With
multiple
music.
songs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
It's something. Yeah. It's something.
can you talk about a topic and can
Yeah.
you react to a beat?
Right.
Most of the time, they're not doing beats.
No.
They're just kind of a cappella.
Yeah.
But a lot of rappers
Mm-hmm.
who just make songs are not that good rappers.
Right.
Because if you take the beat out
Right.
and you're just on stage,
Yeah.
like, I would say it's like sitcom comedians versus like versus stand-up comedians.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
stand-up comedian might not be able to write a sitcom,
Right.
but a sitcom comedian might not be able to do stand-up.
Stand up. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
might
yeah.
be able to write jokes but not perform them.
Right.
So, in a perfect world, you get the battle rapper
Right.
to write with the artist
Mm-hmm.
that constructs
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I was gonna say I think it's kind of why when Dre signed Eminem, I think it kind of helped. I think it helped Eminem because I mean you had Eminem who was a battle rapper.
was he a battle rapper? Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
He was a battle rapper.
It makes sense.
Yeah, that's why he kind of got famous doing battle rapping first, and then Dre saw that
And then got
and
him.
then was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna pick up this little white boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
When it
that's-
helps though.
That's very rare. Like, even, I think, Fife from Tribe Called Quest,
Yes.
he said that he didn't know how to write to a song.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't know about, I need my verse to be this long. He didn't know how to count
Yeah.
bars. And Q-Tip had
Yeah.
to be like, hey, your verses need to be this long.
Right.
You need to build a song.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to do that.
Right.
So I feel like, what's the best way I could say it? It's like, I feel like musicians are almost directors,
Yeah.
where you kind of have to have the whole thing you're putting a movie together,
Yeah.
so you have to figure out how to pick the right music,
Right.
and how to pick the right words,
Exactly.
and how to pick the right packaging.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're just like a super purist one form,
Yeah.
it might not work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You could be the best cinematographer ever.
True.
But if you don't work with a director,
Yeah. And you don't have exactly. You don't have that music to go along with it. It's kind of
it's not gonna.
Yeah.
It might work as just photography.
True. And that's what I think too. You could use that example for like Star Wars. Like Star Wars visually, awesome. The music helps it so much better though.
You think so?
Oh yeah, you kidding me? You have some of the, like, for example, Darth Maul's theme, which is Duel of the Fates, classic, really great, really fit with the scene of him fighting against like Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Really great. It really tied in the emotion of the scene, and especially right after like Qui-Gon Jinn like dies. You know what I mean? And you see Obi-Wan kind of like, oh shoot, I gotta go fight this dude on my own kind of thing, and get revenge for my master. I think the soundtrack just really fits in with that moment.
That's the thing. It's like the music director too has to like, because you got the director that directs the movie, but then they might not be the people that select the music. Right. It's not always the same. Like, you've seen Fairy Tail.
Yeah, I've seen some. I stopped after.
Or you've seen
episodes.
Naruto, Hunter x Hunter. The music.
Oh like, the music helps.
The music is almost like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
No.
Without the music, the scene might not work.
The scene might work, especially when it comes to either like a fight or like a character introduction. Yeah. Like,
it's
like Dragon Ball.
The king just
Yeah, or especially like Dragon Ball, right? Yeah. When Cell's theme comes on, you know it's Cell. You know what I mean?
Or like what was it? Even when Goku's running on Snake Way, like that happy music. Somebody said the difference between comedy and horror is the music.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you put a horror movie with the funny music, it's not scary anymore.
And then if you put
scary movie to comedy, then it's like, what the hell's going on here?
So the music is almost like it's weird. It's weird how like
it's crazy to me how like audio affects visual. Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking today, it's like, imagine there's this lyric from what's her name 070 Shake, where she's like, were you trying to help or were you trying to tell a story? And it made me think about like, imagine if like, for example, your dad is trying to get you in the pool. They want you to learn how to swim. Right. They could just push you into the pool. True. Technically they're helping you go into the pool. Right. But if they're like gentle and they're like, here, we'll start with the shallow water. Right. Let's go together. Right. And then we'll gradually go up there. Yeah. It's two different ways of like
learning how to swim.
But it's the same exact thing.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like tone.
Yeah.
I could be like, he's a dude. It could be like, you do Lulu, like the way I say it. Right. Versus like it's like not even listenable. Yeah. Like the audio kind of like is. I would say it's like the pants. Yeah. And the visuals is like the shirt. Yeah. And when they're together, like perfect.
It's great.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's like you got to be so careful with that. I feel like TDE's like got that so perfect with like Doechii and like, because they got Day Free, right, who's like handling the visuals. And I think he's also like I don't know. They got the visuals perfect. Yeah. Because they know TDE handles the sound. Right. But they need a visual component. Yeah. And they've made that infrastructure so freaking like they made that infrastructure so freaking what's the word? They got so good with it, like Doechii choreographed her new performance. Yeah. But like I'm talking about like the visuals were ready. Yeah. The outfits were ready. Yeah. The way they captured it was ready. Yep. It's almost like they have the visual part of the company on lock. Yeah. All the artist has to do is deliver the musical component. Correct. So it's that perfect outfit of like music is good, visuals is good, because like this actually leads into like the next topic, like how do I say it? Have you ever remember Tokyo Drift? Yeah. So like I'm gonna make a crazy comparison. Tokyo Drift, I think the director of most of the at least 5, Justin Lin. Oh yeah, he's Asian. Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like the actor for Han said that the character Han is from a different thing that he had with the same director. Right, and they just brought it into the Fast universe. Yeah, to me it seemed like Justin Lin was trying to make like a his own like a how do I say this? He was trying to craft this Asian story. Yeah, but like. You can't sell that to like the audience because it's like it's an American audience. Yeah. So it's kind of like the California roll where like the rice is on the outside. Right. The seaweed is on the inside. Right. So for Western crab with it, for Western audience, avocado, crab, that's so familiar. And
cucumber,
I made that comparison to say the main character of Tokyo Drift. Right. He's not in any of the other movies. In one of them. Right. 10 or 11. the one where they go to space. But he's some random dude from like the heart of. Is he from Texas or something?
Yeah,
I think from Texas.
He's from
But
like
he got
southern,
like that.
He's from some.
But he's
from
like the
southern
most
state.
the most Southern American cowboy.
Yeah.
Type.
And then all of a sudden he's. I don't even remember the reason why he's in Japan.
I think.
I just know he's in Japan.
He did something wrong, or like he crashed a car and they were gonna put him in juvie. His dad was in the Navy in Japan.
Yeah.
But they take him over there, and I was like, why is this guy in the movie if like he's not, if he's not, connected to the fast universe? And I was like, he's the rice on the outside.
Right.
He's the familiar.
Right.
You put that into Japan.
Yeah.
The American audience can attach to that anchor.
Right. And then plus you give them, you also give them a character that they already knew, because Han was established at that point. Yeah.
But it was easier to sell that character because they could see themselves.
Yeah.
In that, they're like, oh, avocado, oh, crab, like, and then you can go into that story.
Yeah.
Made that point to say. Jim Carrey does the same thing.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey becomes the familiar.
Right.
Dresses super crazy, Sonic, Ace Ventura, Mask.
Yeah.
And then becomes that familiar cowboy in every crazy scenario.
Right.
Leads into Tyler Chromacopia.
Right.
He's that familiar in every album.
Yeah.
Dresses crazy.
Yeah.
To recreate.
Yeah.
That crazy world.
Yeah.
And then he can go into like the death camp for Cherry Bomb, or he can go into that crazy world with Saint Chroma, or where was he in the Swiss for Tyler Baudelaire?
Oh,
somewhere
yeah. For Call Me If You Get Lost, based off
somewhere in Europe.
He just kept traveling
Geneva.
throughout he kept traveling throughout Europe for that.
But he becomes that like he knows how to make, when a character dresses red and a crowd of people who are dressing blue.
Yeah.
He knows how to use the character to drive the story. Yeah. Even though there's no character really. Right. It's still his story. He's just
it's just
Igor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was like I feel like the characters are still like they're just a portion of him that he just wants to portray for that album. Or whatever life experience he's had that records the album.
It's the outfit he's using for that album.
Exactly, yeah.
But it's technically his life story.
Yeah.
It's like I think that's just so like crazy how like because I really was studying the Chromakopia rollout. Yeah. And I was like, how does he craft a concept album in 2 years? Yeah. Because writing a concept song is really difficult and really difficult for it to connect. Yeah. Because it's like you don't really pick what you write. Yeah. The music. It's like if I'm talking to you about like Initial D. Right. And I switch to politics. Yeah. That's not where the conversation was going. Yeah. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
And I studied it and I was like, oh shit. He spends the first year making, what's it called? Writing down how he actually feels. Because he said that he made Igor in 2 weeks. Right. The emotional part of Igor. Not the like constructed songs and everything. No, like the beats. Yeah. The feeling. Yeah. Because you can make a song in 5 minutes. Yeah. But to develop it might take you a year. Yeah. Right. He comes up with that. And then at the end. Yeah. He takes that exact same story. Yeah. Gets Jim Carrey, Igor, but it's Tyler. Yeah. It's not Igor. Right. It's just Igor's having the same emotional thing that Tyler's experiencing. Yeah. But we're like so like, oh, who's Igor? Yeah. It's almost like he's a new artist. Yeah. It's like King Ghidorah. Yeah. Metal Face Doom. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's because I remember Neo said something interesting. I don't know if you remember Because of You. Yes. See that song? Yeah. So that song was inspired by the stuff that was coming out of the UK. Yes. It's almost like a club R&B song. Yeah. Yeah. But he said when they pitched it, when they like had the song before the album dropped, sat for 6 months and didn't do nothing. And they thought it flopped, but he led with it. Yeah. Because somebody recommended it to him. I don't know who it was, but he goes to perform it at the BET Award. Yeah. And then out of nowhere, blows up. Yeah. It's the same song. Yeah. Thing is, he just didn't reintroduce a new character. Right. He did that with the outfit and the performance. Yeah. It's almost like people need
the visual to go with the audio.
Because it's almost like you need to show them. You know that song Akeboshi from na, 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 like when Rengoku dies.
Oh yes.
That song doesn't work without the visual. No. It just doesn't. Yeah. It's like da-na-na, yeah. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah. Like how does that?
I don't remember how it goes.
No, but it should work.
Yeah, it should not.
You
work.
wouldn't understand it.
Right.
Or like Siki Nisa, like from Get Out. Or
yeah.
What's that one song that the Attack on Titan, the
Oh, yes,
like,
yes. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I just don't know the name
you
of it.
need
The
to
visual.
see it to understand.
Yeah.
It's like if you've never tried matcha,
Right.
you would never be able to like. If you just saw matcha,
Yeah.
what was I gonna try to say?
Bleh.
No, I think matcha tastes like shit. But
Yeah.
do you like matcha?
No.
Okay, before
I hate matcha.
I don't want to shit on matcha.
Yeah.
I
will. Smells like hot grass.
It smells like hot grass. It tastes like ass.
It tastes like grass.
It tastes like ass.
Yeah.
But, like, what was I
Yeah.
gonna say? Matcha like looks different though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where I was going with it. I was just trying to say, Kanye is really good at that. Daft Punk is really good at that.
Yes.
Where like, alright, if every new Batman movie, the Batman looks different. Every new Batman toy looks different.
Right.
When the toy looks different,
Mm-hmm.
you'll invest in it.
Right.
But if it's the same looking toy, you're like, what changed?
True.
And most people don't change the toy when they make music.
Right.
I mean, Michael Jackson did with like
Oh yeah.
Thriller,
And
Off the Wall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you do need to change the visual for people to like.
Right.
To
actually consume new.
The new.
Yeah.
But you also have to ground it.
Yeah.
Because like, if Tyler didn't have those visuals, nobody would listen to that. In my opinion.
True. Yeah.
It's so like different.
I can see that. Like what got me into Tyler was seeing his performance of New Magic Wand at
Really?
the Grammys. Yeah.
You got into him off Igor?
Yeah.
Off the performance?
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it was lack of a better word. It was so bizarre seeing him and the rest of the backup dancers. They're all dressed the same. They all had a blonde bob wig. It was the pink that was like the pink, not dark pink suit.
Yeah.
Fire's coming off the stage, and he's just like screaming and just. But you could I could feel the emotion behind it, and I was like, you know what? I gotta go check that out.
So your first Tyler album was Igor?
Yeah, my first album was Igor, and then I went backwards, and then I went into Wolf, and then I went into Cherry Bomb, and then I went into Bastard and Goblin.
But all of them were different though.
All of them were different, yeah.
What
yeah.
Did you watch the music videos?
Nope, that's the thing.
None of them.
No, I listened to them just straight. Like Yonkers, I might have known because I've seen it every now and then.
Okay.
But for the rest, not really. I just went into it just audio only.
It feels cinematic though.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least Wolf for me.
Yeah. Wolf.
Like,
yeah. Wolf,
it sounds like a movie.
Because Wolf 2, we had kind of there
was a movie.
at the end of certain songs, we had the talking. We had scenes.
Yeah.
Right. Where for example, I forgot his name, but basically, Wolf basically.
Dr. THC.
Well,
it's Sam?
Oh yeah, and it was Sam and the Salem, right?
Yeah, he's like, where's Salem?
Yeah.
He's like, if I find him, he's like, she went down to the lake with that dude.
Yeah, you want a can of beans? I got some beans.
You need some sherm?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. But it was so it was Wolf had it. Wolf had its its little scenes and cinematic points. But I felt like too, listening to Wolf, kind of just on its own kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I don't think I didn't need a visual.
It is a movie.
Yeah, because each song had its emotion tied in with it. The song with Pharrell, IFHY.
Yeah, I love that song.
Oh my god, it's such a good song emotionally, audibly. I don't need
visuals. It does sound like he uses. He said that he's a painter. I think the closest person I've seen do that to is Brent Faiyaz.
Okay, yeah.
Where you listen to it and there's so much happening that it feels like a movie in a song.
Yeah, that is true.
And I think it's.
Yeah.
But I feel like because you were introduced to him visually.
Yeah, that is true. I was introduced to it visually.
I remember when he was doing. I caught him off of. I didn't like Igor when I first heard it.
Really?
I was just like, it didn't make sense. But then it became my favorite album by him.
I think what helped me was that when I was listening to Igor, the podcast Dissect had their season about the album itself.
Before or after?
I think after.
So you listen to Igor and then you listen to the podcast.
So, what I would kind of do is I would listen to a song. Finish a song, go watch the go listen to the episode
you listen
about
song
it.
by song.
Listen to the sound, listen to the episode about it, and then go back and listen to the same song again.
But you did song by song.
I did song by song. Obviously, the ones that I couldn't because I was listening through streaming was Boyfriend, because Boyfriend's not on digital. Boyfriend's only on the vinyl.
With Charlie.
Yeah.
I listened to it fully.
Okay.
That's why I was like, what the hell? It just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But Tyler's music to me is like coffee.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what's it called?
Like you don't understand like why people liked it
It's
so
like matcha.
much. Huh?
It's like matcha.
Yeah.
Where like
you don't understand it.
If you try it,
yeah.
I don't like matcha.
Yeah, no, I still don't. Yeah.
If you try it,
then
and
you
then
get
like
yeah.
it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
At the beginning you're like
yeah.
you know I love poke.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I thought that shit looked like ass. Not touching it.
Yeah.
And I tried it and I was like, okay, cool. And then I tried it again.
Yeah.
It's a second listen to me.
Really? Yeah.
Like in the beginning, I'm like, what is this? And then I'll go back to it and I'm like, this is my new favorite shit.
Yeah. So once I had finished the album like that, basically going from song to episode,
Yeah.
and then I listened to the album by itself, just fully not going back to podcast, just going song by song, just going all the way through the album, and that's what made me like, okay, cool, I appreciate it. And then since I appreciated that, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go back to listen to the other albums. Then that's why when Call Me If You Get Lost came out, I was so excited for it because I was like, okay, cool. Because by then I already knew what Tyler was and what kind of like where Tyler came, like how he matured as a character.
Yeah,
more so as like a character, I would say. Like 'cause he had such a character development.
Because you listened to you saw all the seasons.
Yeah.
And you're excited for the new season.
Exactly. I was excited for the new season, and then the new season dropped. I was like, okay, cool. And then the seasons after episodes, I don't know what you want to call them.
Yeah.
Epilogues came out, and I was like, okay, cool, great. This is perfect.
You're talking about like the estate sale?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember, Tyler is a strange one because it's like, what's weird is like, you do get excited about the new character and the new world he's doing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you get to grow with him, with his own personal story.
Yeah.
Which is a really like.
Yeah.
I feel like you only usually get to do that with like an artist on their first album.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, there's really nothing new because you're not experiencing anything new.
Yeah.
But because he like still gives you the update on his life, but he like
but he's like he kind of just like
he makes a character for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So you get to almost experience a new person.
Yeah.
Just at that new stage in his life.
Yeah.
Because you got to experience teenage Tyler.
Yep.
Kind of mid-20s Tyler.
Yep.
Early 30s Tyler.
Yep.
But all as new artists.
Yeah.
Usually you don't give a person. I mean, I gave that to Jay-Z for this for 444.
Right.
Because it's been so long.
Yeah.
And that was actually my first Jay-Z album.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I heard some of his songs, but like I grew up on Kanye. I didn't catch Jay-Z.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's really interesting how like how yeah, the only artist I can see do that is Kanye. But Tyler I think Kanye makes phenomenal songs. I think Tyler has such a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Clear vision.
Yeah.
Like it's so like, I don't know. And he's making all that shit himself.
True.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in like, because he has his business right.
Yeah.
He can continue to do this.
Yeah.
Because today, investing in an album, you know how like movies are flopping?
Yeah.
But TV shows are selling?
Yeah.
Because people like that faster arc.
Yeah.
Like you'll drop a new season sometimes same year.
Right.
But like I'll at least get a new season every year and it's cheaper to make.
Yeah.
And every episode resolves faster.
Yeah.
So people are investing in, and it's a streaming model.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to the physical theater.
Right.
But if you make a streaming thing, I'm getting paid off of them logging in.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not like an ecosystem for an album type of artist.
Right.
It's more like for and maybe it comes back to an album type of artist. But because he has his, I remember I saw an interview he did with, you know, the dude from Rap Radar.
Oh,
Elliot Wilson.
Yes.
But he did this interview in 2013, and he was like, "I don't sell music. I sell socks."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing.
Yeah,
the business model was never the music.
Right.
So because he was never selling the music,
right,
he never had to compromise the music.
Right.
And he could afford to make albums because he's not selling you music.
Yeah.
He's selling you
Yeah.
clothing.
Yeah.
If he was selling straight music, we would not get albums.
Yeah.
We would get singles.
Right.
Or he would fizzle out. It just wouldn't work.
Right.
So I'm like, wow, it's really wild to see an artist pull that off.
Yeah.
It's damn near impossible in my opinion.
True.
I don't know how he's doing it every time.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I'm understanding it now is that he has a really good team.
Yeah.
It's 3 people.
Yeah.
Low-key on the team.
Yeah.
But, smart production deadline.
Yep.
Because he invests in like, he makes initial Ds.
Yeah.
Like, Igor's an initial D.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf is an initial D.
Yeah.
It wasn't for everybody.
Right.
But the people it's for,
Yeah.
they could not shut up about it.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
we're talking about his albums from like,
Yeah.
it's
Years. Years ago.
he's like 13 years in.
Yeah.
You know? I don't
Yeah.
think Kanye has albums like that, low-key. I think Kanye might have better sounding albums,
Oh, true.
but he doesn't have worlds.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I could argue that. I could argue that Graduation itself is a world, and My Beautiful
Sonically.
Yeah.
But thematically?
yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say, though,
well,
right?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like-
it's hard to say because I feel like Graduation ties in with late registration and college dropout.
No, it does tie in, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like it's more audible than it is visual. I mean, there's visuals
true.
the visuals are
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
but like you have a character with each. It's like
Yeah.
a movie.
Yeah.
Every album's a movie.
Yeah.
He even said it on his private Instagram. He's like, indie movie with a budget.
Yeah.
Like, it's just movies.
Yeah.
Igor's a different movie.
Mm-hmm.
Call Me VLS is a different movie.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the estate sale. I was like, I just didn't like it because it broke that format for me.
Oh, true.
I like, it has some of my favorite songs, Wharf Talk,
Yeah. Dogtooth.
Dogtooth.
And Sorry Not Sorry.
But
At least for me, Sorry Not Sorry.
But I was like, did he just need a break?
Maybe.
Because he usually does 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Right. Yeah.
But that one, 3.
Or as they comically say, he releases a new album every time a Fast and Furious movie drops.
Is that?
Yeah.
Well, his timeline's 2 years.
Well, yeah, and that's the timeline for Fast and Furious.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like either he drops it the same year as a Fast and Furious movie comes out, or he drops it like maybe a couple months after a Fast and Furious movie comes out. Maybe the year after. It's something like that. But it's been weirdly lining up with every Fast and Furious movie that's come out for the past couple years. Yeah.
I never tied that together.
Yeah.
But
I think Chromakopia so far is the only one.
Because he dropped the estate sale. If
Oh,
he
yeah,
didn't drop
true.
the estate sale, we'd get Chromakopia.
Yeah.
But I was like, to me, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough because it's like, how do you maintain that? You know how hard you have to work to get that done?
Well, yeah.
What he's doing?
Well, yeah. I mean, look at for example, they said the same thing about Tupac. Tupac has a bunch of unreleased music.
I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about like building that entire thing.
Oh, true. Yeah.
He's not putting out a music.
Oh, true.
He's not putting out music.
Right.
He's not putting out music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's not putting out music.
Yeah.
He's putting an album. I was talking to my brother. I was like, Interstellar. 5555. That cost like at least $4 million to make. No, it might have cost 2.
Yeah.
No, it cost 4.
Yeah.
To make.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much they made off of it. But I was talking to my brother and I was like, why would they do this? I just didn't understand how they had the money to drop millions.
Yeah.
Millions that you might not get back.
Right.
That's like walking into the casino and emptying your pocket.
Yeah.
But he was like, it's marketing forever. And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody at any point could find those videos.
Right.
And they could become a fan right there.
Yep.
That's advertising that never runs out.
Yeah.
Just re-upload it.
Yeah.
Genuinely, it never.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, music videos are the perfect.
Yeah.
They're like the, you know when they do. It's not a trailer, but like the best scene of a movie, like when Uncle Ben dies, or the 4 Spideys, or you make that, and that will become a portal that at any point somebody can get into that. It's to do that in 2 years. And he's dropping at least 15 to 17 songs. Polished, all produced by him. That means he would have to, in addition to everything else. The business is working. Flog not at the end of the year. Tour. Clothing. And he's doing all that and designing stuff. That means he would have to at least make 2 to 3 songs a month. You would think that's not a lot, bro. Some songs could take you 6 months to a year to 2 years to 5 years.
Yeah.
But he's giving you at least 15 songs.
Yeah.
Every 2 years.
Yep.
With at least 3 to 5 music videos.
Yep.
With a character.
Yep.
With worlds.
Mm-hmm.
With a rollout.
Yes.
With performances.
Correct.
And multiple cover arts that you could become a fan of. Like,
yep. Mm-hmm.
Every 2 years.
Yeah.
How do you not get tired? I think I could, I love Tyler. I could hear him getting tired on Chromakopia. Because saying Chroma wasn't like consistent.
True.
The album's amazing.
Yeah.
The character.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like in the character he had the same Chroma character.
Right.
But he like didn't keep it up. It's almost like in the middle he's like, okay, it's my story.
Yeah.
It's like he took the mask off.
Well,
I mean, he has a song called Take Your Mask Off.
Yeah. And
Technically.
He took it off his own mask on that one.
So maybe that was the whole point of Chromakopia.
Because even when he did the pop-up shows,
he would take the mask off.
Yeah, when he did the last verse of "Take Your Mask Off,"
he'd take the mask off. Yeah, mask, he has like the half mask. Yeah,
yeah, because he's talking about
so
himself.
Maybe that's the point of it.
Yeah,
but like it didn't. When I heard it, it didn't sound like it was. He didn't have those things in the middle.
Yeah,
that would like. Call me. It's like a sweet young lady's feeding me vanilla iced tea.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's just DJ drama. And
no, I know, but you need that in the middle to kind of like.
True. Yeah, to kind of ground it, like the way. Like
hey, Miss Parker, you know.
Yeah, like kind of like the way how Kendrick and Good Kid, Mid City, every song had a.
It's reminding you that it's a part
clip.
Of the movie.
Exactly, it had a different clip.
I feel like he just put songs together.
Yeah.
And he didn't put those. And if he did, and he just had one of them, that's like, I'm done. And then you just like hear something.
Yeah, maybe falling, something like that.
I would be like, you know what I mean?
I can see, I see your point.
Maybe he's just tired of like,
right, of having a character.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I think it's such a, like, it's so weak.
Like at this point, what is it, like 33?
33? Yeah.
33, something like that. And at this point, maybe he's starting to, maybe he's gotten to that point of that maturing point where he's like, I don't need a character to display how I'm feeling. I am grown enough to display my own feelings and put myself out there instead of hiding behind a character or a mask, like obviously like the song was, for me to portray my own feelings, but instead I should be doing it on my own kind of thing.
Maybe this is the cherry bomb.
Yeah.
You know how cherry bomb was like the transition into like that. Maybe it's a transition type album.
Yeah.
Because he said he liked Mr. Morale. And maybe there's another album that fully finishes like, you know how there's Kill Bill 1, Kill Bill 2?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe there's another movie or character that's finalizes the no mask thing.
Yeah.
But I understand it for him emotionally.
Yeah.
But from like just like an artistic standpoint.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean, artistic standpoint. Yeah.
It's such like a strong like story device.
Yeah.
Because I'm so much more invested in Igor's story.
Yeah.
But it's Tyler's story.
Right. It is on the story, yeah.
Like, what's Vote Igor? But it's so sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it could be the exact same songs, but just because it's Igor, it's like...
Yeah.
I don't know. Tyler, I can't tell if he's lying or, like, I can't tell.
Yeah.
You never know.
Right. And maybe that's what this... Maybe this transition album, like you were saying, or, like, this... taking his mask off, you know, he's like, I'm gonna be fully truthful, fully honest about it.
Yeah.
You know, about what I'm doing with my life now.
But I'm like, I think still do it in the art.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
Because, like, Chromakopia, he was on top of the Chromakopia trucks.
Right.
It's almost like he's on top of the game.
Yeah.
Technically.
True.
And literally, because he was packing
the
the clones into the Chromakopia trucks and blowing them up.
And then he did blow them up, yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
So it's almost like he's on top of it and it's black and white and he's adding the color.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That was something I think Cole Kushner had said in when they did their initial like thoughts about the album before it officially came out. I think that is something that he did mention.
I think so, yeah. I think I might have seen Dissect say the exact... Yeah, I probably got that
adding
from
the
Dissect.
color into the
world. I got that from Dissect, yeah.
Yeah.
And what else? Like, Call Me If You Get Lost, he was on a boat.
Yeah. Or
Flower
he was traveling around. Flower Boy, Flower Boy was on the road.
Huh?
Oh, Flower Boy, I was going to say he was driving.
No, I'm talking about in the tour visual.
Oh,
he was on an actual boat.
Yes, that is right.
And then Flower Boy, he had like the garden on the...
Oh, is that what the visual was?
And then Wolf, I don't know what he had for Wolf, but I know for Bastard, it was a bunch of like these like demonic There's always a background.
Yeah.
What he does, if I'm trying to get you to try uni, or if I'm trying to get you to try injera, or like fufu, or like the craziest foods,
right?
That if I know how to package it properly for you, you'll eat it. Yeah. Like I was talking to my brother, I was like, how would we sell him feta, which is like kind of like injera, but like with bread, and it's like a mixture of stuff. And he's like, do it like falafel. Just add a lot of falafel to it.
True.
Because people know what falafel is.
Yeah.
They know hummus.
Yeah.
Don't add hummus, but you understand the point. Like,
no, I get what you're trying to say.
Put the familiar. Package it right.
Yeah.
And I feel like what he does really well is like, the music is the CD.
Yeah.
But the cover on top.
Yeah.
That being the character.
Yeah.
And the back cover.
Yeah.
Of like a game.
Yeah.
Case, being the world.
Yeah.
Sells it.
Right.
I think stop doing that.
I think I was gonna say I think that's what I miss about the CDU days of like when we had to buy a CD, because people would have certain like CD art in their actual cases, right?
You get that now with vinyl, or you could look up the liner notes. But I'm like, would you buy just physical media? Like if you like, would you buy just a CD or stuff just to have those extra media?
I would.
Like posters and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would. Are you kidding me? Yeah, if I knew this CD was coming with a poster.
Yeah. What about like at least 10 posters in it?
Sure, I'm buying it.
Okay. But
I would. I might not even have the CD player. I would buy it.
But it's just good to have like the physical media.
Yeah. Like I have one of my friends, just because she had it laying around, and I did kind of like the album. I have on CD Khalid's Free Spirit album.
The one where he's on like this?
Yeah. I have it on CD. Do I have a CD player in my house?
No.
Not one that works, but I have it. So that's what I'm saying. Like if we had more CDs, like if more people packaged it to the point where stuff came with the CD, stuff came with the vinyl.
Yeah.
I would buy more of it. At least me personally, I would buy more of it. Is it easier to get it through streaming, like Spotify, Apple Music, that kind of stuff? Sure.
But it's the physical media. It's just to have something.
Yeah,
like
to have something, and especially with Tyler, the way he hides, like Playboy Cardi's. I think is it Playboy Cardi's verse that's on the vinyl on Thought I Was Dead. Yeah.
You want those extra stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I want that extra stuff.
So maybe it's like the CD doesn't have the actual album, but it has the extra.
Well, I still want the album on the CD, but if I know it has extra stuff on it, then I would take it. You know what I mean? And that knowing that there's something extra that I can't get through Spotify or through Apple Music.
What about if it was an SD card? Everybody has an SD card slot.
True. Yeah.
That might be cooler.
That would be cool. Yeah. That would
or
be
like
cool.
a USB.
Yeah, I would see that's something I would see like Daft Punk doing.
Yeah.
Like a Daft Punk had like an SD card
or a little USB, and it had like. Because it like a tiny USB, like maybe like 1 gigabyte, but it has like all this stuff, like maybe some like personal video, or like the documentary.
Yeah.
It has a little documentary in it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Like, what did you call it? When Daft Punk retired.
Oh, yeah, the box set.
The box set that came with the
Random access. Oh.
Yeah. But it came with the blueprints of their masks.
Yeah, I sent you it. Random access memory.
Yeah.
And it had those little, like, arrows.
Yeah, the arrows, and then it had actual blueprints of how like the schematics of their helmets and stuff. That was sick.
But I'm saying, people would buy that. It's just they don't want to buy the CD. No. I don't have a CD player.
Right, that is true.
But
that's
But you do want some physical media.
Yeah. For sure, definitely. That's why I've been looking into getting a vinyl player so that I can get, especially like I said, I definitely want the Igor album
on vinyl
because it has that song Boyfriend, and then obviously I want the Chromakopia on vinyl because it has Playboy Cardi's verse on it too. But there's also a couple others that I just want because I like the albums anyway, like Good Kid, Mad City, and To Pimp Butterfly. I want those on vinyl. I definitely want Random Access Memories on vinyl. There's a couple others I want on vinyl. I just can't.
We need a tiny, like, little, like, almost like a Walkman, like, with like, just tiny CDs. Almost like, remember the PS2?
Yeah.
The PSP?
Oh, yeah.
But you load them up into it?
Yeah, the PSP game disc.
But for, like rare stuff.
Yeah.
That would be
cool. That would be cool. I could see that. Yeah.
But I feel like certain people, like Tyler, Kanye. I don't know who else.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my albums. One of my albums is going to be Graduation for sure.
Yeah,
and
Graduation.
For me, it's Graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, and then My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Just
because I love like 808s. I just really like to me, kind of remind me of Daft Punk a little bit.
808s?
Yeah, because a lot of it was very. I don't want to say techno is the word, but it's very like it's very, I don't know, like technology based or whatever. Like the, you know, like the griminess of the auto tune in certain of the songs.
Is that like industrial?
Yeah, an industrial. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that's why I like that album. And obviously, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is such a good album throughout.
I have Wolf on vinyl.
Okay.
I just got it because I wanted the liner notes.
Yeah.
Shit was expensive.
Yeah.
I would get Igor too.
Yeah.
I might get Call Me If You Get Lost.
Yeah.
Maybe Graduation.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll probably get Graduation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Pink Panthers.
Okay.
Because her shit,
yeah.
when you spin it, it has like an animation. I'll show you it.
Oh shit! Okay.
Like it like you'll spin the vinyl, and it'll be a dove that's flying.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, that's actually really
honestly,
cool.
Tyler's one of the only artists I would get like physical.
Yeah.
Because it's just there's more to it.
Yeah.
Like there's this girl. Her name is what's her name?
Mm-hmm.
Sasha Alex Sloan, and she had an album cover, and in the album cover, and we'll wrap up. In the album cover, it's her, and it's called "I Blame the World," and she's looking at the screen, and her eyes are red. And then I saw the back cover. Yeah. The back cover is the planet exploding.
Oh, and she's seeing it like kind of through the TV screen.
No, she's seeing it like it's her reaction to what's happening.
Oh, okay.
But she shows you. Yeah. In the back of the thing, and I'm like. Yeah. I love people that design the back of the quarter. Yeah. And they're like, you're not just gonna get the coin. Yeah. You're gonna get the.
Yeah, the both sides of it.
But it's cool that people will get physical media. But anyway. Yeah. Any final thoughts?
No, not really. I think we talked good.
No snow bunnies.
No, no.
Dr. Umar.
Dr. Umar, no.
No. Okay. Yeah. You wanna sign off?
Yeah. This has been
Dissect Podcast.
No, this has been Band for Band.
This has been Band for Band.
Band with Noah and Khalid. Yep. Thank you guys for listening and watching, and we'll see y'all later.
Yeah. Let us know what to listen to.
Yeah. Peace.
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 All right, bye. You were telling me, right?
Oh yeah. We have this little CD binder that you zip up and it has like multiple slots of CDs. Yeah. And then at home we have actual shelf
with a bunch of shit on it.
But you put CDs and you stack CDs in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the spin.
No, that one doesn't spin. Ours doesn't spin. We have that though. We have trouble. We put most of the CDs in it. We just don't.